afternoon, everyone. This is Giselle, and for today, we will be able to discuss or learn what a reader response theory. So, we all know that this is one of the most common and one of the most popular literary theories that we already know. So, let's give emphasis to this kind of theory. So, reader's response stresses the importance of the reader's role in a particular text. So, it is actually rejecting the idea that there is a single fixed meaning inherent in every literary work. So, in this reader's response, the most important character is the reader itself, because whenever there is a text or a particular text, we will be able to distinguish its own meaning. Now, what is the role of the reader? The reader would be the one who will judge the text itself. What will happen is that, say for example, we have a particular story of Cinderella. So let's say we have Cinderella as our literary text. The reader will read it, and definitely once the reader has her own views, context, concerns, life experiences, and knowledge to their reading, what will happen is the reader will associate his own experiences to the text read. So, what is the impact of teaching? What is the impact of readers' response in teaching literature? So, over the last several decades, readers' response techniques have become firmly established in American classrooms. Language arts teachers at all levels now widely accept central tenets of the theory. So, using reader response in the classroom can have a profound impact on how the students view texts and how they see the role of readers, rather than relying on the teacher or critic to give them a single standard interpretation of the text. So, in the classroom setting, we all know that we have a teacher and we have the students itself. Once the teacher gave a particular text to the student, she will be discussing what that literary text means. But then, since she has a lot of students coming from different areas, coming from different countries, or let's say coming from different places in one particular country, and they are also diverse, once they have read the given text, they might have different interpretation of that, and that will actually depend on their cultures, that will depend on their own languages, and it will also depend on how are they going to associate their own life experiences to that particular text. So students in reader response classroom can become active learners because their personal responses are valued. They begin to see themselves as having both the authority and responsibility to make judgments about what they have read. So, also the reader's response literary criticism. In this kind of theory, there is a critical approach to the primary focus of reading. So there are also theoretical assumptions that we might consider in the reader's response. First is literature is a performative art, and each reading is a performance. And we believe that literature exists only when it is read. So meaning is an event. Also, another one, the literary text possesses no fixed final meaning. Literary meaning is created by interaction of the reader and the text. And according to Louise Rosenblatt, a poem, what reader lives through under the guidance of the text. Thus emphasizes that the reader is led by the text itself. So also, how texts govern readers. So focus on how the text guide constraints and control reading. Wolfgang Isser argues that the text is a part of controls of the reader's responses, but contains gaps in the reader creatively fills. So there is a tension between the implied reader, who is established by the response, inviting structures of the text, or this type of reader is assumed and created by the work itself. And we have the actual reader who brings his or her own experiences and preoccupations to the text. The implied reader, we might say that the author creates a relationship with a reader and enables him to discover the meaning of the text. And the tone of the voice or features of the narrative voice imply what kind of reader in terms of the knowledge, attitude is addressed, what kind of attention the book is requesting, and what kind of relationship the narrator and the reader is assumed to be. So, for the child implied reader, authors try to reinforce the relationship by a very sharply focused point of view. So, I know that this is really broad, but what we have just, or what we need to remember is that in reader's response, readers are the most important contributors in this particular literary theory. And I hope that you learned for today. So, thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.